Hi, welcome to Pixel Guide. Today we are going to discuss about best DSLR video settings. So let's get started. Let's start with the FPS. So what is FPS? FPS stands for frames per second. So FPS basically means the number of frames captured in 1 second. So how to use FPS? To achieve a cinematic look, use 24 FPS, and to achieve slow motion, use higher FPS like 50 FPS or a higher value. Second is the shutter speed. Shutter speed is nothing but the time duration for which the shutter is open to capture an image. Are you confused how to use shutter speed for video? Okay, so FPS and shutter speed go hand in hand. So the shutter speed should be set double the frame rate of a video. Let's understand with this image. So if you are using 24 FPS, then use 1 by 50 of a second, and if you are using 60 FPS, then use 1 by 20 of a second. Third is aperture. The aperture controls the opening of the lens by which the light enters the camera. Let's understand it even better with the help of an image. So if you need only your subject to be in focus, use a larger aperture like f2.8 or lesser value. And if you need everything to be in focus, use a smaller aperture like f8 or a higher value. Number 4 is ISO. ISO is a camera setting which adds artificial brightness to the image or video. For better results, try keeping the ISO as low as possible because it may introduce noise in the video. Try setting the ISO to 100 or 200 or maximum 800, not more than that. Instead, shoot on a larger aperture or use some external light source to brighten up the scene. Number 5 is shoot with flat profile. Shooting with flat picture profile helps retain as much information as possible in the video and enables high dynamic range, so it becomes very flexible to work with the video in post-processing. So let's see the overall summary. Use 24 FPS to achieve a cinematic look and 60 FPS or higher for slow motion. If you are using 24 FPS, then your shutter speed should be 1 by 50 of a second, and if you are using 60 FPS, then your shutter speed should be 1 by 20 of a second. Use f1.8 to get a shallow depth of field and f8 to keep everything in focus. Set the ISO as low as possible, not exceeding the limit of 800. Shoot in a flat picture profile. Here are some more additional tips. Use manual focusing to get better results. Use manual white balance for better colors in your video. If you find this video helpful, then like, share and subscribe for more such videos. Until then, take care.